Congratulations, you've been approved by Citizens Bank. Line of credit, $50,000. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing some firsthand data points. That's right, firsthand receipts on how I was able to get a $50,000 business line of credit with absolutely no hard credit checks. So before we dive into all the data points, I just wanted to let you guys know this is for informational purposes only. I'm not recommending, endorsing, or telling you to apply. This is just my own personal firsthand data points. And about a month ago, I did a review on Citizens Bank. Now, Citizens Bank is, I would say, more so on the East Coast, but they do have representation in different states. And as you can see right here, this is the email that I received yesterday. I actually didn't know that it came in because it actually went to like the spam folder. I was able to get an approval. So right here it says, congratulations. We're pleased to inform you that your request has been approved. All right, so I'm logged into the application portal and it says, congratulations, you've been approved by Citizens Bank, credit line of $50,000. Now, this is a business line of credit. So I was able to get a 8.25% APR, no annual fees. Now, it does come with a $450 origination fee, which isn't too big of a deal because it's just a one-time origination fee and it is tax deductibles. So that's not too much of a deal, especially for $50,000 line of credit. Now, in terms of the application process, right? As I stated, there was absolutely no hard credit check, but I do want to go over some of the very important data points that you should consider in terms of the data points that they were using. And I can't redo the application because I've already gone through it, but in terms of the information you're going to be submitting, information on your business, right? So you're going to have to include your gross annual revenue from the previous year. So if you're applying in 2022, it's going to be based off 2021. So you need to know what your gross annual revenue is for your business. They're also going to ask you for your net income. So this is after all expenses, what your net income is, and then also any personal income, right? So you have to supply all that information. The best way is to actually go through your tax return and, literally fill in the same information that you filed on your taxes. Now, they're not going to physically ask for your tax return, and you want to make sure that the information that you were submitting is accurate. Particularly with Citizens Bank, they use a third-party company called Linear Financial Technologies. So basically, Linear FT Financial Technologies. So they're doing a lot of the back-end verification, right? So they're literally using machine learning technology. And so they have what's called a dynamic fraud detection model. And so they're plugged into a lot of different data sources. As it says right here, we employ alternative data sources to verify applicants and expose bad actors. They have an anomaly detection model that provides a more accurate probability of fraud than traditional binary fraud detection tactics. So as you can see right here, they already work with a handful of banks, including American Express, Bank of the West, Bank United, Huntington Bank, PNC, Citizens Bank, Fifth Third. So a lot of these financial institutions are now using these third-party technology companies to do a lot of the verification. Right here, you have Equifax, right? So as a lot of you know, Equifax is one of the major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Finicity, which is kind of similar to Plaid. So they can do like bank balance verification, FICO, LexisNexis, ThreatMetrics, Experian, and PayNet, which is another very important one because PayNet is actually owned by Equifax, and PayNet does a lot of the financial trade data. So for example, if you have business loans, lines of credit, credit cards that report to Equifax Business, they're actually going to be housed with PayNet. So PayNet is really when it comes to financial trade. So if you have any other business credit accounts, then, they're actually going to have access to that information. So for example, with Citizens Bank, right, they're using not only just your Equifax as a soft pull, they're also looking at your Equifax Business. So if you already have trade lines on your Equifax credit report, that information is actually going to be used in the underwriting decision. Now, as I stated, they don't do a hard pull. So it's just a soft pull on Equifax Personal as well as Equifax Business. So if you've gone through the process of building a business credit, then that could actually help you in getting approved for a business line of credit through Citizens Bank, because again, they're using this company called Linear Financial Technologies. This is a third-party servicer. So they're going to be doing all the verification. So things like your personal credit, your business credit, even LexisNexis, which houses a lot of information. It's much more than, just your personal credit or having trade lines, stuff like that. They're verifying a lot of this information across a variety of different sources. So again, I was able to get a line of credit, business line of credit for $50,000 with absolutely no hard credit check with an interest rate of 8.25%. Now, just to recap, now to get approved for the Citizens Bank line of credit, they're going to be looking at various different data points. So it's not just going to be only based on your credit score. So just make sure that all the information that you do submit, whether that's your gross revenue, your personal income, your net profit, make sure all that information is accurate and verifiable. They are using third-party verifications that's plugging into a lot of different data sources to verify the information. You also want to make sure that your business is set up properly. So one of the most overlooked things that I don't hear too many people talking about is having an accounting software as well as having a payroll provider, because, for example, QuickBooks as well as ADP, they do share information with the business credit reporting agency. So if you're saying, for example, you make X amount, they have third-party API integrations where they can pull a lot of the data based on either your social security number or your EIN, your tax identification number. Now, overall, I think Citizens Bank is a great mid-sized bank. They're definitely on the up and up. And one of the great things I would say about mid-sized banks is that they definitely want to compete with some of the larger banks. So they're going to be much more generous compared to, the Chase and the Wells Fargo, Citibank, those types of institutions. So past month, I've been able to get a $10,000 business credit card as well as a $50,000 business line of credit. So that's a total of $60,000 in business credit that does report to the business credit reporting agencies with absolutely no hard credit checks. Now, again, this is not financial advice, but so far Citizens Bank has been a great financial institution to work with. Anyways, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Let me know your comments and questions right down below. And until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.